The TMC300 monochromator of the PVE300 has three programmable 12-volt outputs located to the rear of the monochromator. These three outputs are used to power solenoids in the PVE300 system. These are labelled SAM on drive 1, bias 1 on drive 2 and bias 2 on drive 3. SAM refers to swing away mirror. In the dual source, a mirror is mounted on a solenoid to select between use of the xenon or quartz halogen source as required. A short three-way cable is provided to connect the SAM drive 1 to the SAM connector on the dual light source. In this case here, there exists only one bias source. So we will connect bias 1 on drive 2 to the port labelled SAM on the bias source. Where a system has a second bias source, one should connect bias 2 to the port labelled on the second bias source. We can now proceed to connect the constant current power supplies to the various lamps of the PVE300 system. The 605 unit at the bottom, set to 8.5 amps, is used to operate the quartz halogen lamp of the dual source. And we connect red to red, black to black from the front panel of the 605 to the red and black ports towards the bottom of the dual source, labelled quartz halogen 8.5 amps. The middle 605 set to 5.4 amps should be again connected red to red, black to black, and this time to the upper port on the dual source, here used to operate the xenon lamp. And finally, we connect the bias source to the opposite side of the PV300 chamber to the top power supply set to 4 amps. The dual source has a fan which needs to be operated by one of the bottom two 605s, that is to say the 605 used to power the xenon or the quartz halogen lamp. Typically one would use both sources for measurements, in which case it's not important which of the two power supplies one uses. In those instances where one is only using one or the other lamp, one should ensure that the power supply used has a fan connection.